want to come to you with a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, and it is about adopting with special needs. But before I get started, as I always mentioned before, there's a Bible verse that I feel that is best for this topic, and it is found in Psalms, and it says, "I will praise thee, for I am wonderfully and fearfully made. Marvelous are thy works." And this is a topic that I take very personal. Um, I do have a brother with special needs that we were all adopted together in one family. So this is something that um, is personal to me. So I understand about having a sibling with special needs. And we're going to go over a few things that I want to maybe bring to one's attention before they adopt a special needs, or if they already have adopted a special needs. That it just maybe some helpful pointers. And one of the numbers that I came across was they were saying that 37% of the children that are adopted are with special needs. And I was kind of surprised that it was that high of number. But also with that number could maybe be taken in by this is more of a physical special needs that we're going to talk about versus a mental uh, special needs that may be there. So that 37% may be the overall number with the mental and physical special needs. And I'll get into that more later on in a different podcast. But these are some things that I would encourage that we consider before adopting special needs. One of them, are you willing and able to accommodate one with special needs? And with those accommodation comes all types of stuff, depending on their needs that they struggle with, whether it be for a wheelchair, or wheelchair ramp, or uh, walkers, or hearing aids, or the eyesight, or I mean, the list can go on and on and on this special needs. Which another one comes into play. Does your finance situation enable you um, to help take care of a special needs child? And I know that when it comes to insurance, a lot of times insurance does help families with this, and other things that you would think that they would help with, they don't, or there's a limit on how much your insurance will help. And there's a lot of different programs and so forth, with also them being adopted that maybe can be a useful tool um, when it comes to the child's needs. Also, one of the other things is, can your local school and church, um, are they properly with their education and proper environment, assist you? And as far as dropping your child off, maybe. Um, at a place while you're at work or while you're going to church, make sure that the church or the daycare or school um, is able to accommodate your child's needs. And so I definitely would do a lot of research in the school or the facility or wherever that you're dropping your child off with special needs. Do your school homework on them, and just make sure they can accommodate you guys. Also, the training. You can do some training as far as when you adopt a special needs to prepare you for what you might have run into or come across. But really, the training, I feel like a lot of the training can be is day to day. A lot can change, a lot can come up. With that comment, I'm going to jump ahead real quick on one of my other points. Is that just to know that over time and to understand that the child's needs can progress or get worse over time. I know for my brother, you know, uh, he has it has changed over time for the worse, and so that's something that one will need to be aware of and accommodate things change. And so the proper training when it comes to this, there's probably a lot of help out there. And as time goes on, also I'll put different places that you can go for training and research and stuff like that for these different things, special needs and anxiety and abandonment stuff. So I'll kind of set up some resources and links on my YouTube channel pretty soon. Another one is when you get ready to adopt a special needs child, I would recommend to connect with your family that lives with you, your spouse, the siblings, um, and make sure that they're all on the same page and help them to understand what special needs this child is requiring. And if they have any questions or anything like that, that you can help them by answering anything that you know that you can share with them so they understand um, why this child is the way this child is with special needs. Because I believe that on any special needs child, they still are a human being. They still feel, they still love, they still have that feeling of not being loved or being loved. There's still emotions and still feelings there. And so we want to make sure that this child is loved and taken care of and feels that. Also, stay informed with other families that have special needs children through your church, through your school. I know that we attended one with my brother um, years ago. So there are some connect groups and stuff like that that you can connect with that can help you with this journey and help you understand. Also, get the child out and interact with other children with special needs. And I know when I say special needs, like I mentioned before, it's a large range of different special needs as far as physical, mental. I mean, the list is a mile long. So, but I believe that a lot of these points are something that um, will work for either way, mentally or physically. Um, we just really want to make sure that that you and that child are ready for this journey together. It is tiring, and that was, um, but it's worth it. Uh, so that's always an encouragement. Another one I want to bring across to the caregivers or the parents with special needs is self care. Um, as much as we love our children, there's still a lot of work, a lot of energy. Um, so you never want to get that tiresome, burnt out feeling. So self care is okay. Um, I know that you may feel guilty by taking a day off, saying, "Oh, I know my child needs me. He has these needs, and I'm the only one that can provide those needs to my child." Which I understand those feelings, but also so important to take that time away, to decompress, to take a deep breath. If you drink coffee, go sit at a coffee shop, get some coffee, or even if it's a short trip to town to go get groceries, that you have somebody that's responsible and understands the special needs child and their needs, that you can leave them with that caregiver and go have some self-care, have some time alone to reboot or take a nap, whatever it may be, read a book, take a walk. Um, it's completely okay and there's nothing to feel guilty about. Because if you're burnt out and you're wore out, you're tired, you're not going to be able to give that special child with special needs its full attention and its full care. So that's something that I really wanted to bring home on and really talked about and emphasize. That is something that you guys do individually or as a family. Um, Also, speaking about the family, make sure that also when you guys go out on events, go to places, that the child also can go with you sometime. I'm sure that depending on their needs or whatever they may be that they struggle with, they still want to feel like they're with the family, they're out, they're going out, that they're not just um, sitting in the house looking at the four walls. Like I said, they still have a personality. That personality really will show forth when they're doing something they love, when they're around the people they love, the interaction. Um, so we don't want to treat them like they're a book on a bookshelf. Um, I know my brother. When we get around for the holidays or stuff like that, or family gets around, he starts laughing and he's smiling a lot and wants to hug on people and stuff like that. And that's it. As much as that brings joy to him, it brings joy to us as well. So that's I know adopting special needs is a very large it's a very large duty. It requires a lot of time and energy, but again, it's worth everything. It's a reward that you cannot get anywhere else. And again, they are people. They are. I always like to think about they're God's little angels that require special needs. So with that, I will do another podcast with a specialist that deals only with special needs adopting kids soon in the future. But until then, don't be a stranger to a child that's in need.
I
Have a good
can't
day.
outrun your love. I can't